Hey, we'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, iZotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. We use iZotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. And guess what? iZotope offers 1 free month of Music Production Suite Pro, which has all the tools you need to mix, master, and repair audio. Also, you can get 10% off all other software using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. All of this is at iZotope.com, IZOTOPE.com.
Hey, this is Ed Peterson.
And I'm John Kieltyka.
This is the High Gain Podcast.
Yes, it is, the High Gain Podcast, where we talk about guitars.
Will you tell me a story about a guitar?
I will tell you a story about a guitar.
Great. Where are we recording from, John?
West Seattle, Washington, Ed.
Who else is from West Seattle, Washington, John?
Gypsy Rose Lee.
Stripper? Burlesque?
Yep, she's kind of dead now.
We lost her?
We lost her.
Oh, no. Shit.
Hey, Ed.
Yep.
What guitar are we talking about today?
We are talking about the Fender Telecaster Deluxe.
Oh, I love that guitar.
Do you?
I do. This is a 1973 Telecaster Deluxe.
73. That the first year of that Fender Telecaster?
No. Fender made these...
Like the 60s?
No, 72.
72.
72 was the first one of these.
Okay.
And you know why they did that?
Why they made it?
Yeah.
I mean, I have a good idea of why they did it, which is why I kind of discount that guitar. Which it sounds great, but it's clearly a market thing of like we need a guitar with a humbucker in it.
Right. That is exactly what was going on. Picture the 70s, the early 70s. So people
Deep Purple
with their Deep Purples and
right.
their Led Zeppelins and their
72
and their,
like a shit ton of just like killer rock albums came out in 72.
Yep.
I can't think of any specific ones, but
your ABBA and your
sure, your classic rock
and your Puff the Magic Dragons and
sure, 1972 Southern rock, ABBA.
Southern, yeah, ABBA, yeah,
right.
Not many people know they're from the South,
right?
Yeah, just of Sweden. Yeah. So with all of that and the Marshall cabinets and the stacks and the smoking of the marijuana cigarettes and all of that and the Who and all those people, Fender thought, man, we need a guitar with humbuckers in it, Ed.
Right, and I'm super not into that. I think when I think about a Telecaster, I think about 2 pickups, and they're not big fatties.
Yeah, but you got to admire the way they went around it.
Do I?
Well, maybe. So,
I don't know if I do.
Well, what do you
in
know?
fact, I think I don't have to. But go ahead. Convince me.
Okay, I'll
convince me. I got to.
Okay, so in the 1950s, you had whoever you had in the 50s, like the Frank Sinatras, and
fly me to the moon.
Okay,
Let me
keep going.
a real shredder, that guy.
Yeah.
So this guy named Seth Lover.
Okay.
That's right. He was a lover, not a fighter.
I got it.
But
Lovey.
Old Lovey made himself a patent for the humbucking pickup. It's a pickup that resists hum.
Okay.
He invented it for Gibson.
Did that come out after the single coil? It didn't, right? Or did it? I don't know.
Jesus
Christ.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like,
we're not talking about that.
Well,
we're talking.
Okay. Yeah, we're not talking about the history.
Okay, I'm going to say after because
if he was doing it to resist hum, it seems like there must have been hum beforehand. Right?
Touche. No, you're talking about like the Telecaster in the 50s, early 50s. So by about 55 or so, Seth Lover's he's had it with the hum.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
He's gonna invent something that bucks the hum, the humbucker. So he did it.
Smoke on the Water came out in 1972.
Did it?
Yep. Okay. School's Out by Alice Cooper.
The Alice Cooper?
Yeah, 72.
That's pretty good. So he makes his pickup, and it's a big hit. It goes on to be put into Les Paul guitars.
Right.
You know the Les Paul guitars?
Yes, I do.
So,
I do.
I mean, you're saying that for Fender to put a humbucker in a Telecaster is a marketing-driven decision.
Yes.
But the fact that you love the humbuckers and Les Pauls...
I like the humbuckers. I'm into them. I think I prefer maybe an SG to a Les Paul. I think maybe I prefer a P90 to a humbucker.
P90, that's a diet, right?
Yep.
It's an exercise thing?
It's a gun.
It's a gun?
I think so.
I thought it was an exercise thing.
I don't know. I've played enough of those violent video games that I think the P90 is a gun. And a pickup.
A pickup, yeah. Mm-hmm. So when Fender is thinking, man, we got to get some of that sweet, sweet smoke on the water action, so some of those checks, we need a guitar with humbuckers in it. They didn't just slap some humbuckers in a guitar. They said, you know what? Let's get that Seth Lover guy.
Yeah, go to Lovey. Lovey will hook us up.
Yeah, Lovey invented the humbucker.
Was he like under contract with Gibson or anything like that, or
no? I don't think he was under contract. He was just working there, and then Fender was like, "Hey, what if we pay you more money?
Okay,
we come over here." And
okay.
So old Lovey, I'm not saying Lovey sold out, but Lovey moved to California.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. That's what he did. He went to Fender.
Was Fender in California at this time?
Yep.
Okay. 72. They had already sold to Sony, right?
Not Sony. CBS?
Yeah.
That was 65.
Right. Okay.
1965. So, yeah, it's a CBS company at this point.
Okay.
And so he designs what's called the wide-ranging pickup. Wide-range pickup.
Okay. It's
a humbucker pickup. But here's the thing. He outdoes himself because, you know how hot that pickup is? It's a 10.2 on the scale.
Okay. Yeah. 10.2 out of what does that scale go to?
A million.
Well, that's 10.2 sounds terrible if it goes to a million.
It does, but you know his original pickup.
Yeah.
The humbucker for the Gibson.
Right.
That only goes to 9.
9 out of a million versus 10 out of a million.
10.2 out of a million. So which one sounds louder? I
don't know. Neither of them sound too loud to me. I mean, on that scale, they both sound terrible.
Well,
but
you would think
it's all relative, I guess, is what you're saying.
But then he also used new materials.
Okay,
he put Cunif magnetized pole pieces in there. You know what that does? You don't look like you do.
No,
but that's okay because I don't either.
That's like the little, like when you look at a Fender single coil, like on a Strat, you've got the 6 poles that come up, right?
That's right.
So you're telling me that the metal for the poles,
yeah, that's about right,
is different.
Yeah, and
he made a metal.
I don't know if he invented the metal, but it was an alloy of copper, nickel, and ferrite.
Yep.
You know about the ferrite?
Well, I don't. I don't know much about ferrite.
Iron Man?
Oh. Yeah.
When did Iron Man come out?
Oh, that song?
Yeah.
I don't. What does that have to do with ferrite?
I don't know.
So these pickups, the poles. Why are there 3 like screw knobs, screw holes, 3 pot boys? 3 up and 3 down. Why are there 3 in front and 3 in back on that baby?
If I had to guess, if I had to tell a little story,
sure. Yes, that's what these. If I were tuning in to a podcast to learn like the history of the construction of a guitar, what I would want is the 2 people talking about it to just fucking guess about. Let me guess at some shit.
Well, then you're in luck.
Okay, great.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. But guess.
Okay.
Guess.
It looks cool.
It does. It does. I mean, on the Gibsons, they're all on one side or the other or both, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
So
he made some weird ass metal that like, yeah.
That scores higher on the Richter scale.
It's
louder.
It's the Richter scale. So, okay. Yeah. 10.2 versus a 9. A 9-banger.
Yep.
What do we know what like single coils? What do they put out? They some trash?
Less than that. So your standard Telecaster is going to be less than that.
Okay.
And that's speaking technically.
Yeah, that sounds pretty technical. And again, this is out of 1 million.
Yeah, I think that's where what the scale goes to. Yeah,
Okay.
The pickup loudness.
Right.
So with all of this, you would think they've probably got a hit on their hands. The old Fender.
No. I would think they don't. I would think that if people were like me, they would go like, well, fuck that. I'm buying a Gibson. Or I'm buying a Telecaster. That's what I would think.
But what if you play the Telecaster and you think, oh, this thing is just too thin sounding? And then what if you play a Les Paul and you think, oh, this thing weighs a ton and the pickups only go to 9 on the Richter scale.
Well, the Richter scale might tip it for me maybe, but I feel like isn't the Deluxe? That's a pretty beefy boy. Like it's heavy too, right? It's not much. Is that thing any lighter than a Les Paul? Because that's one of the
Maybe.
like I don't know. I feel like that thing's substantial. It's if you want to pick up a guitar that's like throw some weight around your neck, that thing will do that.
It's got a little heft to it.
Yeah,
a little bit.
You know my favorite part of that guitar?
What's that?
The headstock. I think that the coolest thing about that guitar, to be fair, that guitar looks really cool. It really does. But I think the headstock with the big 70s headstock on a Tele body is great.
That is pretty good. I do kind of like that also.
I think my least favorite thing is the fact that they not only copied the Gibson pickup style, but they also copied the pickup selector placement, and they put it up on the upper horn. Like I kind of like the Telecaster style slider down below. So
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Well, so maybe you're right, Ed. Maybe it was a flop.
Nope.
Maybe it didn't do well because by 1981, 82, Fender had discontinued producing these things.
Yep.
And that's normally where a story of a weird experiment like this would end.
Yep.
Except you fast forward into the post Smoke on the Water days, a little further out.
Right.
Into today.
Post ABBA. We're in a post ABBA world at this point.
It's crazy.
Okay.
It's pretty sad. But the South will rise again, they say. So maybe some ABBA.
God bless. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Foo Fighters?
I do. I do.
Yeah, that Chris Shiflett?
I do. I think he is the guy that I associate with the Deluxe. Like he is the one guy where I think of, and I did look up the Deluxe on Wikipedia, and there were a bunch of people listed that play that guitar, and I think Shiflett's the only guy that I actually think of when I think of the Deluxe. There were people, the Peter Bucks.
Peter Buck had one.
I think Peter Buck. I think Rickenbacker.
That's true. Lee Ronaldo played one.
Yep, I think Jazzmaster.
That is also true.
Yep, I don't think Deluxe for either of those guys.
What about Tom York, Radiohead?
Tom York's just a weirdo. He's a weirdy guy, and I can't ever look at the guitar he's playing because I'm too busy staring at his head.
Wondering if he's going to nod off or something.
He's I don't know.
A little sleepy.
I mean, great. I think he's crazy talented, but I don't know.
The Franz Ferdinand guy?
Only because I looked it up, and then I don't. What was that dude's name? I don't remember. We looked this up earlier, and
well, I didn't write it down. I got Gary Lightbody though.
Snow Patrol guy. Yeah.
Yep.
Classic Lightbody.
Yep. Classic, and the My Chemical Romance guy.
We had this discussion as well, and I thought that My Chemical Romance had Jared Leto in it, who was in Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah, he was that dude.
Yeah, but he's in 30 Seconds to Mars.
But, because of all these people playing this guitar, Fender went ahead and reissued it.
Right. Yeah.
But, those fancy pants magnets I was talking about, the QNIF, the copper, the other thing, and the ferrite.
Yeah, I remember. The Lovey invented that shit. He smelted that shit up himself,
That's
right?
right, in the garage, yeah.
Seth Lovey? Seth Lovell. Seth
Lover, yeah.
Seth Lover.
He would just crack a couple of Rhinegolds and make some pole pieces.
Love it.
Out in the garage.
Okay.
No, Lover.
Yeah. Lovey.
Love
Yeah.
it?
Okay.
Lover.
Right.
So they reissued it, but those pickups are said to not sound as good as the original Seth Lover.
Tell me what they go up to on the Richter scale. You don't know, do you?
The reissue ones?
Yeah. Like 4.
No,
4.
maybe they go higher. But
Higher than a 9, but not a 10-2.
No,
Almost guaranteed.
Not a 10-2. But the old Seymour Duncan, the pickup manufacturer. That's not like Wendy's or some other like Grimace, like fictional company character. That's a dude. Company's named after the dude.
Right. Yeah.
And,
a guy named
Seymour Duncan.
Yeah, a guy named Seymour.
As it happens. And he's got some pickups that he designed with our man Seth Lover towards the end of his life.
Okay. Oh, did we lose him? Did we lose them both?
No, Seymour's still around,
Seymour. Oh, we lost Lovey.
We lost Lovey, a while back. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe he just went out for smokes.
Maybe we should take a minute, like just a moment of silence for Lovey.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Okay.
All right, great.
R.I.P. All right. So he
it
was
it just poured out.
my soy latte.
Let's pour a latte
Shit.
out for Lovey.
I feel really bad. I feel like I've been knocking on the guy, and I didn't realize we lost him, so I feel bad about that.
If he was around, he'd probably kick your ass.
I doubt it.
Well, you do run fast.
He's greatest generation style, probably, right? Like old school.
Yep.
Like he was doing this stuff in the 50s and 60s.
Yep.
You were telling me something about him and Seymour working together.
Yeah, he was working with Seymour towards the end of his life.
But Seymour's still around.
Seymour's still around.
Okay, great.
Seymour's doing stuff.
I'm looking this up. I just want to make sure Seymour Duncan's still around.
No, he's still around. I think he's just doing stuff.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, he's doing stuff. I got it.
So they reissued the Telecaster Deluxe. If you want to go buy one, and then you can put the pickups that Seymour and Lovey made into it, I'll bet that's a pretty screaming deal.
He's only 67. He was born in 1951, Seymour Duncan. I picture him as older. Seymour. Play that again. Play it again. Play it again.
Okay.
Do a little ripper out of that.
A little ripper?
Hit me with a ripper.
Okay.
Here we go.
Am I ripping
this is
with,
this is Tele Deluxe 73 into a 776 Champ. You wanna throw a little reissue Big Muff on that?
Yep.
You really hear the 10.2 on that.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
It's
That's no 9. That's no 9 out of a million. That's
9.
Clearly like 10.2, something like that. Hit me one more time. Do it. Great. Okay, that's enough. Stop it.
All right, great. So this here Telecaster,
Yeah.
regular Telecaster, does not have humbuckers in it, but it does have noiseless pickups in it, meant to give you the sound of a single coil, but without the noise.
Is that a aftermarket?
Nope. This is a thing that Fender does.
Okay. These are like straight. So this is off the shelf. Did you buy this thing new?
Nope. I bought it used. This is
Okay. What is this? Like a 2000s?
2000Z, 2001 maybe, something like that.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a 10.2 to you? Not as loud as a...
No, it does. I mean, it's different, right? But yeah, I'm into it.
Why don't you muff it?
Let's throw some. Yep. Can you play Smoke on the Water? That's great. Oh, god damn
look
it.
at that. Look at
Wow,
that.
look at that. John just broke a string. He broke an A string. What the fuck?
I broke an A string.
What are you doing?
I come hard on this stuff.
No, you come real hard. That's what.
You wanted the...
No, I wanted you to come hard, and you did it.
Just for thoroughness, should we plug in that there Les Paul?
Les Paul. Hey, look, that Les Paul has like, 24 little pickup dot thingers, pole bangers,
pole pieces, pole bangers,
pole bangers,
pole bearers.
Yeah. This is heavy.
So
it's dusty. Sick.
This is a Les Paul Classic, which was supposed to be it was supposed to hew pretty close to what they did in 1960.
Yeah. Is this
this is a classic 1960.
But reissue, right?
This was made in 2000.
Yeah.
The difference here is with these humbuckers, they are slightly hotter.
Okay.
So I can't say that these are maybe just 9s.
You don't. Yep. All right. And again, these are stock pickups, stock everything.
For this guitar, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
To my mind,
yeah,
this is muddier sounding.
Yeah, I mean, just
than the
out of the
Telecaster
gate,
Deluxe.
that sounds terrible compared to the Deluxe.
So hit it with the distortion edge.
All right, that's better, but you know. Yep.
So a little muddier sounding.
Yeah,
but,
not as bitey, not as
bitey.
You know. Well, hit me with the yeah. Yeah, there you go. Let me I'm gonna there you go. Yeah, see, so even tone up.
Tone all the way up.
Yep.
I'm on the bridge pickup.
Yep.
Let me maybe my thing that labels the switch.
Yeah.
Could be upside down.
What are you talking about? What? What?
I did it to confuse myself.
Well, that's great. That's weird.
You know, if I just put it in the middle, it's still muddier.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Did you rewire that thing? What did you do?
No, just a little plastic thing is
right, but it's
upside down.
Upside what?
I don't know why I did that.
No, okay, you're doing great. Yeah. All right. So that's got that also has Love You Boy, R.I.P. Designed pickups.
Well, he designed the notion of the humbucker. His are called PAFs.
Yep.
It's an acronym.
Yep. For
patent applied for.
Oh, great.
That's how new the humbucker was. They had to apply for the patent.
Yep. Sure. On the humbucker.
On the humbucker. You can go do a Google patent search. You'll find Seth Lover.
Well, then, shouldn't he hold the patent on all of them? Are there so he did design those?
So what? I'm a patent lawyer now.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. Okay, I get it. Yeah, we're spending a lot of time on this Les Paul that I'm. Yeah, let's put that thing away. What are you doing?
Let's just close out here with the old Tele Deluxe.
Yeah, let's. Yep. Oh,
let's go back and see what you think of that, Ed.
Yep. The Shiffy Classic, the Shiflet, the Foo Fighter guy. He loves this thing.
Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. Ow.
A little more definition, don't you think?
Yeah.
And then if I wanted to get the muddy Les Paul sound.
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. You can't really get that same bite out of the Les Paul, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Yep. Yeah. So at this point, had Yeah, so they had sold, so Leo was already gone, right?
That's a good question. I don't know when Leo split Fender.
Yeah.
What does the internet say?
Should I look that up?
Yeah, maybe look up the Leo Fender there.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. You should talk about cool stuff.
I wonder if Leo and Lovey ever played lawn darts or something.
Well, they were players, right? Both of them. Sure. I can't imagine my guy Lovey not being a player. Right? I mean, I guess there's people who make stuff that don't use the thing they, but come on, he, yeah, 1970s. It says 1970 Music Man and G&L, so that makes me think he was gone.
Oh, yeah. So he split during the CBS thing in '65.
Yeah. Whoa, Leo Fender got a sinus infection.
We better have a moment of silence for the sinus.
Well, we lost him. We lost Leo in '91. Right?
Well, still.
Yeah. But
a sinus silence?
Yeah, a sinus infection. So he sold his company. I mean, that seems like a hell of a sinus infection. Like, yeah. I got one so bad one time I got pink eye.
Really?
Yeah. Like I had a sinus infection and I just like wait, are we is this a sinus infection podcast? Is that what we're doing here? Yeah, no, it says here that he got a sinus infection and he decided to wind up his business affairs and sold the Fender company to CBS in 1965. What a weird thing. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. My sinus infection was bad, but
you didn't sell your company.
No, I didn't sell Fender when I did that. That would be crazy. That seems like that would be crazy. So, I mean, he was gone. He was long gone when they did this. Because I gotta tell you, you know what would not have stood? Humbuckers in a Fender. If my guy Fender was there, he would have called bullshit on that.
Hard to say. I mean,
come on.
What if it came up?
Fender?
What if somebody said
Leo?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
What if he was still there? Alternative universe. What if somebody said
pre-sinus infection?
Yeah, or post.
Post, but he's still there.
He's still there, and somebody says we got to put humbuckers in a guitar. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's got a sinus infection and he's not thinking clearly, and he says.
Sure.
Oh,
that's the only way. That is the only way my guy Leo would have agreed to put a humbucker in there.
Hey, Lovey.
Yeah.
Put down the lawn dart.
But bang out.
Come in here.
Yep. And throw some humbuckers on this thing.
Bang out some buckers.
On this classic guitar that I designed 20 plus years ago. Go ahead and just bastardize it. Just shit all over it. Shit all over it. Go ahead. No, I don't even think with a sinus infection the guy would. You
just don't like the change, do you?
I don't. I just feel like if I want humbuckers, I'm gonna get a Les Paul. If I want a Telecaster, I'm gonna get a The only reason to get the Deluxe is the headstock. Because that thing looks cool.
Even though we've demonstrated that it plays...
it's got a 10.2 on the Richter scale.
Yeah, and it's got a little more definition than the Les Paul.
Sure, give me a Deluxe. While you're at it, throw a Deluxe in there. Sure, guy like you, why not? Why not? Us normals, the normies,
The norms? Normcore?
Yeah, normcore. Guy like me, what do I got? Maybe an Explorer. Sure, I got an Explorer.
You got some Fender action.
I got some Mustangs. You know about the Mustang?
Yeah, you got.
You know about the Fender Mustang? You know what that has?
What's that?
It's got a couple of single coils in it. You can get that weird ass, like, I don't know, the Jag Stang or whatever they made, like post Cobain, Kurt guy.
Kurt Cobanger.
Yeah, Cobanger. Yeah, R.I.P. Man, we lost a lot of people in this podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of, yeah. You know, I think I bought the Mustang sort of with the same thing that a lot of people did with the Deluxe, because I feel like there was that sweet spot area where you could pick up a Deluxe kind of on the cheap. And it's one of those things where it didn't sell great in the day.
Yep.
And then in retrospect, people pick them up and they're like, "Oh shit, this is actually really cool."
Well, that's what happened with this one.
Yeah.
I got this one in the 80s, not long after they stopped making them.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted them.
Right. That's perfect. That
And I admit to being pretty superficial about it. It was all beat to shit, and that's why I wanted it. Cause it looked cool because it was beat up. I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah,
I just
it's
thought it
great.
looked cool.
Yeah. Well, you did it. You did great. I think you did a real good job.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm thinking that... is that it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we got anything else we want to talk about this
I don't think so.
Telecaster Deluxe. It's a real sweet banger.